It's, oh boy, look at those guys. Holy crap. Hey guys, I've been meaning to do this for a long time. As long as I did the trade for my Nikola for 16X. And the reason that was significant is the guy that I did that trade with, his name is Josh. His wife has a food company called Wild Zora. And it's a bunch of like, I don't know if you would call it paleo foods. Let's see. It's basically a bunch of prepackaged meals with very limited preservatives, actually no preservatives, and minimal ingredients. And it's kind of these ready to go packages, which is kind of awesome. Cindy's had a bunch of them, you know, because I don't eat beef, poultry, or pork. I eat pretty much just seafood for my protein. But Cindy has tried some of these meat products, and she's had a lot of positive things to say about it. They have free dehydrated fruits. They have some cereals, Cliffside Coconut Berry. And actually, Josh sent me a lot more than this. Thank you, Josh. But we have been digging into this. And even some soups, some ready-to-go soups. So this is like a real quick way for you to get some healthy nutrition. A lot better for you than a lot of stuff you'll see out there. So if you're interested in checking it out, again, but they have all kinds of stuff. WildZora.com is the website. Yeah, let me make sure I have that right. Yes. WildZora.com. And if you sign up on their website, you can get a coupon code for $8 off. So thanks again, Josh. I appreciate it. Stuff is good. I told you I would mention it because I mentioned it if I liked it. And if I didn't like it, I wouldn't mention it, but I like it. It's good stuff. How you doing, Duff here? I'm rolling out later in the day than I normally would. It's damn close to 3 o'clock. It might be 3 o'clock actually. But the good news is it's a beautiful day. Today it started at 50 degrees. And right now it's like 71 or 72, so this is beautiful Florida winter weather. The main reason I moved here in the first place, so it's great. So I'm on my 16X, my freshly degrowned 16X. After taking it apart and finding those loose pedal hanger screws, the wheel's much quieter. However, who knows how quiet it'll be after I do this ride, because I'm planning to go to the swamp. Yes, the infamous swamp. So this swamp is, if I do say so myself, I think one of my most interesting EUC videos of all time. When I rode my, what I had my M Super V3 I took through there. I did the entire 13-mile loop, and in the process I rode by no less than 50 alligators, some of them probably within 2 to 3 feet of the wheel at certain times. That was a crazy, crazy ride, and if you haven't seen it, you really should watch it. I'll put a link to it in the video below, or in the description below, because it was a while ago, so a lot of people have not seen it. Lengthen this out as much as we can. Okay, so the last time I've been to the swamp was sometime last year. I don't remember exactly when, but I think I took my KingSong 18L there, and it was not fun at all. Parts of it were still super, super wet, and also the path was extremely overgrown. It was bad, man. Certain spots the grass was 3 to 4 feet high, and it made it very treacherous because the path there is filled with cypress tree knees, which are basically roots sticking out of the ground. And with the grass that high, you couldn't see shit. You had no idea what was hiding underneath it. So I think I bailed that time after like a couple miles, and I have not been back since.
So we shall see what it's like this time. I always wanted to take the 16X here, and I never have, so here's a good chance to do so. So far, I took my MSX here, and I took my, I took the Z10 here, and the 18L. The Z10 when I had it as a demo. I rode it at the swamp as well, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes. This area here, this is Shady Hollow Road. This is where I've been rehoming the mice that I've been catching, or rats, or whatever you want to call them, on our property. I have a live trap. I've been catching them. I only caught 2 so far, but I release them over here away from the houses so they can live in the wild. I do have Wheel Log running right now. Well, no, I'm sorry, it's not Wheel Log, it's EUC World, the new EUC World app, which seems very impressive. I've already donated to the author of EUC World, but I'm going to donate some more. I mean, it's really a nice app, really nice. And now they've added the feature that you're able to actually load firmware from the app as well, which is great, because the KingSong app can be a little spotty when it comes to doing that. I believe the author's name is Sebastian, so if you use EUC World, think about donating to him. Obviously, it's had to put a ton of time and effort into the project. Seen a lot of cars in this road, which normally means that there's a good amount of people at the swamp. We'll see. It's getting later in the day, so more people should be coming or leaving than coming, so we will see. And usually, you know, when you're on foot, you don't go that deep, so we see. I'm hoping I can get in there a decent amount, you know, see some gators. That'd be nice. The last time I was here at the 18L, I didn't even see any gators. I probably should have let a little bit of air out of the tire. I added air actually before we left to bring it up to like 26, 27, but that really wasn't smart. With this kind of riding, you know, dropping down 3 or 4 PSI would be an advantage. I might let a little bit out when we get there. The swamp, if you're wondering, the swamp is about 3 miles from my house to get to the entrance. All right, we're now on the limestone part of the ride. This can be a little dangerous. There's all of a sudden you can run up on some very large ruts that would not feel very good. So I'm trying to keep my my gaze firmly ahead. It's also very dusty, as is normally the case with limestone. I'm not in the best shape to take this on today. My lower back and my right knee feels a little wonky. This ride is typically extremely demanding. Very bumpy, and you're constantly just counterbalancing to make up for the uneven terrain, so it should be interesting. Oh wow, there's cars parked in the road. I've never seen this many vehicles here. I've never seen it spill out from the parking lot. Wow, that's crazy. You see a lot of professional photo rigs here too. You know, some serious photographers come here to get some great pictures. Yeah, the lot is full. It's very full. Wow. Okay. All right. We are now on the path back to the boardwalk, which leads to the trail. Last time, again, the boardwalk had sections. They rebuilt part of it, but the parts that weren't rebuilt were really rotting, so I'm curious if they've done any more repairs to the boardwalk, because it definitely needed it. Okay, well, this first section has not been fixed yet. It is wonky, really wonky. Yeah, certain areas just totally roped off because it's so bad. Ay, ay, ay. It looks like they replaced more of it. There's only that small section that's the old rotted stuff. So, you know, there's a lot more of it that they replaced with like this Trex lumber. Well, this section's nice. Seems like they kind of widened it out, flattened it out. There's more water here than I thought there was going to be, though. All right, so they've definitely done a lot of work on this part of the trail since I've been here last. It looks like they actually brought dirt in and leveled it and compacted it, because it's never been like this. Last time I was here, this section was already getting into the high grass, so that's nice. They've definitely improved it. It's going to be interesting to see how far back. It's nicely manicured like this.
until it turns into Crazy Town. Yeah, this is crazy how much they've worked on this part of the path. That's nice. Maybe that's why there's so many more people here. Because the way it was before definitely would not have been a fun experience for anybody. 16X is feeling quite comfortable in this environment. Nice big fat tire. No problems. Though the one guy said that he saw someone else coming down the path on an electric unicycle. At least he seemed to think it was, and it'll be interesting to see if I run into him. He said it looked like he was struggling, whoever he was. Wheel is so quiet. I swear it probably makes less noise than a mountain bike, you know, with a chain and all that kind of stuff. Less noise and less footprint. Still in a very nicely manicured section of the path. Wow, yeah, this is the spot where I had to turn around with the 18L because it was so overgrown and bad. Much better. Yeah, even this part back here so far is better. The real key will be when this thing, when you enter the loop part, if that part is manicured. I'd be amazed if they did that, but we shall see. So many people here, it's amazing. I've never seen anywhere close to this amount of people here. All right, back here it's more dried out, which is good for riding. It's not necessarily good for seeing gators. Although, when it's cool like this, you're more apt to see gators up on the path, trying to get some sun to warm themselves up, so we'll see. I haven't seen anybody yet, though. No gators yet. You can tell I'm getting deeper and deeper. I just passed the 2 mile mark. I think that's the 2 mile mark from the start of the trail, but not from like the parking lot, so. 2 miles on the trail. My lower body's already, it's aching. I don't know, I don't really know how far I'm gonna go. I mean, it'd be awesome to do the whole loop, but I'm not sure how realistic that is. And the one thing that is a little bit scary about riding out here is, at least some spots I had no cell service. Maybe it's changed since I last did it, but I had absolutely no cell service, so if something unfortunate happened, I wouldn't be able to reach anybody, so that's a slight drawback. All right, we're coming to the actual loop. It splits off and does a big, like, kind of squared off loop. So we are going to venture in. I expect the conditions, the riding conditions, to get worse, but it's still way better than it's been at certain times. It looks like they came in here with like a grader or something and just kind of knocked everything down, so it's pretty darn good right now. Got a mountain biker ahead. This is popular for mountain bikes too. Okay, just stopping for a quick water break. You're sitting on a picnic table. When I first discovered this swamp 10, 12 years ago, 13, I don't even know. This used to be like when I would walk here with the dogs. We used to take Nikki and Sadie here, you know, when they were younger, obviously. We would hike usually on foot to this picnic table and then turn around, and it was, you know, like 5 miles or something like that. So it was a good hike because I remember having lunch here quite a few times. I remember taking a whiz behind that tree over there, as a matter of fact. I could do it again for nostalgia's sake, but I think I'm okay right now. So let's venture on. The path is still really good. It's really good. So I'm really curious to see if it stays this way for the whole loop. It'd be amazing if it did.
Mavic Mini. I got the Pro, the this, the that. You know.
Is that the one that's 249 grams?
It's amazing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Look at this thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen some videos of them. That is, wow. I thought my Mavic crazy? Pro was small. Yeah.
Yeah, I have the Mavic.
Hi, buddy.
Cool.
Hi, bud. First gator sighting. That guy was very interested in my setup. I guess he's from New Jersey, and he has a boosted board. Didn't know anything about EUCs, but he also was very interested in my Rode Wireless Go mic. He never had seen that setup either, so good stuff, man. The road is still, the path is great. Still great. And I'm probably, I don't know, we have these
trees from the roots sticking up still. There's a little bit more of that action going on right here, but still, compared to how it has been in the past, the path is 100% better. All right, so we are out pretty far at this point. You're not going to see a lot of people hiking at this point, especially this late in the day, because if you're out this far, it's going to take you a while to get back. And you know, since it starts getting dark between 5:30 and 6, you gotta be careful. I wouldn't want to get stuck out here at night. That would not be a great time. Got lots of bird activity flying around here. Big buzzards or condors, wherever they are, flying around. Just saw a hawk buzz overhead. Pathway here, a little bit more challenging. Got more root action. Some sponsors, there's just tire trails. But the 16X still is having no trouble at all. Zero. So quiet, so peaceful. When I tell Cindy how much better the path is, she might be down with like walking here with Elsa. That would be fun. We've never had her here that I can remember. She would have a good time, maybe. I don't know. I just passed this gentleman carrying his pint. He got over ambitious, and that's one of the drawbacks of the pint is its small battery. But the XRs are nice. Well, that was unfortunate. The guy said that he read that, hey, it's supposed to get 10 miles, 10 miles of range, and it's totally dead. And I explained to him that yeah, that's in optimal conditions. Something like this, you know, where the board's working real hard to keep you balanced, you're not going to get anywhere close to that rated mileage. So, and actually the rated mileage is 6 to 8 miles. You know, 10 miles, I barely squeeze 10 miles out on straight or concrete or asphalt. If I can do that on trails, that's not going to happen. So yeah, feel bad for him. He's got to lug it away. He's got to carry that thing like 3 miles probably. Not going to be fun. Maybe I'll pass him on the way back. He said that he stopped up here and turned around because I guess there was a huge alligator blocking the path. We'll see. I'll evaluate this. Whoa! I'll evaluate the situation when I get up there. But I've ridden past some very large alligators on previous rides here, so we'll see. Typically, they will either stay frozen like a statue, or they themselves will get scared and take off. So let's see what happens. Getting a little bit more gnarly, but still not bad at all. I've been through much worse out here. This is just a very cool visual here. You have like a canopy of trees. Whoa! And ouch! Ow! Man, when you are not ready for a bump, oh man, my lower back's gonna be sore. But anyways, yeah, pretty spot. All right, we've made it to the first turn, number 4. We are here. So, I think I'm gonna just keep venturing on. Why not? The path still looks quite passable here, so let's press on. One nice thing about the new EUC World app is it actually accurately reads the battery level on the 16X, which Wheellog was not doing. So, another nice thing. Still got 84% battery left. I can do the loop twice, but it's getting close to 4 o'clock. So yeah, we're not going to be doing that. But it'd be awesome if I could actually finish the whole loop. Awesome indeed. Have not seen any people in 15 minutes, which is typical. I mean, we are in the back section. We are deep in it right now, very deep in it. You know, it's tough. I'm trying to survey the water around me best I can just to see if I can spot a gator, but there's so many things you got to navigate around here on the ground that if I look away for more than a split second, I'm going to probably pay for it. So it's a delicate balance. This is Something at, oh boy, all right, we can ride this, right? Oh boy, that wasn't good. That wasn't good. Because the tire wants to get into those grooves, and it was kind of throwing me off a little bit. I think that was one spot where when I did this whole loop on the M Super, I had to lug it across. So they've added bridges at spots like that, more improvements. It's awesome. Definitely getting a little bit more challenging with the riding, but nothing I can't handle. I'm actually kind of surprised I haven't seen more gators, but it might be because we're later in the day. You know, gators are going to get their best sun, you know, around lunchtime or whatever. So, you know, we're a little after 4 o'clock at this point. So, I guess it makes sense that they might be retreating at this point. Because I remember on the M Super ride, this section I'm on right here, I remember there was just like wall-to-wall gators on the side of the trail here, and at least right now, I am not seeing any. Hear a lot of birds though. I think they're birds. What was that? And back here you see very few footprints in the trail and almost exclusively just tire tracks from mountain bikes. Although I have heard some people that have actually run this whole square. That would be something. That would be damn tough. And nothing that I aspire to. All right, we're getting into some more overgrown area here. We got two narrow trails. We're still doing all right. This might not have been the best idea because I was just running some math in my head. You know, this is, if you do the whole path, I believe it's, oh boy, look at those guys. Holy crap. Hi guys. Holy sh**. Whoa. Oh my God. They were both huge. Oof. Wow. All right. Let me refocus. Those, I couldn't tell how long they were, but their bodies were massive. Oh my God. Wow. All right. Let's continue on. Okay, so what I was saying was, you know, if I do the math, you know, it's a 13-mile trail plus 3 miles to the house, but I'm doing like 6 to 7 miles an hour, you know, to navigate this, and it's not really safe to go considerably faster. So you do the math, and that means I'm looking at roughly 2 hours to do this. Left the house a little after 3 probably, so yeah, I'm gonna be getting back when sunlight starts to fade. It should be fine. I mean, look at the sun. It's still pretty high in the sky, I think. But I still have a long way to go. One time my friend Randall and I brought our mountain bikes here and we rode this entire path on the mountain bikes. Good Lord, were we tired by the end of it. It was insane. I remember this back section, we were just dragging ass, you know, because you get into soft sand. It's a miserable experience trying to pedal in soft sand. I was so damn tired, and I don't know if it's been a long time since I've ever been so glad to pull back into the driveway after that ride. Not a good time. It was pretty, but tiring as shit. My feet went totally numb a while ago. Lower body's just kind of all kinds of aching. I can already see I'll be popping a few ibuprofen, I think, after we're done here. And I like to get off and stretch my legs and my feet a little bit and get a drink, but I kind of rather wait until I'm in the more civilized portion of the trail, if you know what I mean. There's a parking sign. Okay, now it's spot 5. So 5 to 6 is another 2 miles. And then 6 to 3 is another, oh boy. I have almost 4 miles to go just to get to the point where it's a single path. Oh God. All right, well, I'm too deep to stop. Let's getting a little tighter. Some spots. It opens back up. Ouch. It opens back up again. There's some spots where you have about a 8-inch section surrounded by greenery. What do we got here? Off here to my left, they call these lettuce lakes. You know, whatever that plant is that grows on top of the swamp, it looks like lettuce. It really does. Sometimes you'll see gators in those areas, you know, just see their eyes popping out under the lettuce. It's kind of cool. Man, this area is remote. Very, very remote. Oof. I don't know how well you can see him on the GoPro. Right in the center, there's a small gator with his head in the lettuce lakes, just like I talked about. Hi, bud. Hi. How you doing? Nice to meet you. All right, I'm gonna keep going. Three or four times in the last 10 minutes or so, I unexpectedly hit some cypress knees. And when you are not ready and have your knees flexed and you hit one of those things, oh man, my lower back, I'm gonna be walking around like an 80-year-old man tomorrow. I can pretty much guarantee it. Still haven't hit a 0.6. It's amazing how slow this this is, you know? You think, 13 miles, you know, I'm used to 13 miles. Oh, ouch, ow. Oh, I'm used to 13, God darn it. They just sneak up on you. They're underneath the brush and stuff. Anyways, I'm used to 13 miles taking, you know, 40 minutes or whatever. Oh man, this is really bumpy, this section. Better not film. I'll have to watch it back, but I think I do recall saying in my original swamp video when I did the whole loop on the V3 M Super, saying that I did it once just to prove a point, but I don't need to do it again. I'm starting to remember why I said that. This back section, it just goes on and on and on, and you're already beat up when you get here, and this actually seems to be the part of the trail that beats you up the worst. So it's long. It's arduous. Oh wow, there's a bike. Holy crap, humanity. Up the hill climbing, and down the hill. Come on, man, where's 0.6? It's supposed to be 1.75 miles from the last sign. Feels like it's 11.75 miles. Gotta be there soon. Hi, buddy. You got a good sunny spot there, huh? Yeah. Good gator. All right, here's my first carry spot. Let me do this without getting wet. My feet are not working very well at this point. They're very sore. Oh. Well, the wheels stay dry, that's all that matters, right? Still have not seen 0.6 on the map. This doesn't make sense. I had to go more than 1.75 miles. Had to. This is crazy. Just keep pressing on. Pressing on. All right. We got some pseudo muddy stuff mixed with cypress knees out the wazoo. Not a good combo. Because you cut to one side to avoid a cypress knee, but then if you're on mud, the wheel kind of wants to slip on you a little bit. So I haven't fallen yet. I remember when I did it on my M Super, I did wreck at one point, or maybe twice. Yeah, I came off when I zigged when I should have zagged, but no falls yet. So of course that means I'm going to fall probably in the next 30 seconds, but knock on wood, that doesn't happen. Well, it almost did. I almost wiped out here. There was really no clean line through here. It was kind of mud on both sides, or no good options. So, but at least I was able to dismount without eating shit. Oh wow. Okay, yeah, we got several soft muddy spots ahead, so we're going to err on the side of caution and just trolley it across. It actually felt good to walk a few steps anyways. Still pretty muddy back in this section though. It's hard to believe because we haven't had appreciable rain in quite a while. It's getting close to 5 o'clock, probably about 10 of 5, 5 of 5. So I was hoping I was going to be back on the road back to home by now, but I don't think that's going to happen. Oh man, all I see is this freaking mud, man. I do not want to go down in mud. I feel like Ian, what the hell? This is gonna be the dirtiest my wheel's been in a long time. Mud, mud, more mud, 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 mud. Oh, I see some bikers coming, humanity. That must mean I'm getting closer. We are gonna step off and just let them pass though. All right. I guess somehow I missed the sign for sign 6, or the sign for point 6, because now I'm back at point 3, or maybe there is no sign for point 6. I don't know. So that's good. I'm not losing my mind because it seemed awful long for 1 3/4 miles. Battery in the GoPro is getting low, so we're just gonna shoot if something interesting happens. Otherwise, I'll see you back out on the main road. Just past 2 old people standing at the corner back there. I said hi. They just looked at me like this. I don't know if you can see in the distance behind me. I just passed a dead pint guy again. He's still carrying. It's funny. I was able to do the whole loop, and he's still lugging the pint. Valuable lesson to be learned. Make sure when you're going on a trail that your device has ample battery reserves. When you go on this trail, like if you would survey the people on the trail, this actually has become like a tourist attraction. Most of the people that you would meet on here don't live here. It's become that popular, which is cool. It's cool to have something this neat so close to the house. Really should take advantage of it more. Oh, the boardwalk. So glad to see you. This is the fastest that I've ridden in 2 hours. About 3 miles to home. It's getting chilly too. Well, Florida chilly. It's probably dropped into the 60s. All right, I'm about 1 mile from home, so I think it's okay to wrap things up. I think all the excitement is over with. So if you found this video interesting, please give it a big thumbs up. If this is your first time visiting the channel, please consider subscribing. If you're going to subscribe, you might as well think about hitting the notify bell, which is over there somewhere. Feel free to leave your comments, suggestions, ideas, and thoughts below about the swamp ride. You know, I'd like to make this like a staple, almost like Marty's Overheat Hill, but I have to be honest with you, man, it beats the shit out of me. I feel terrible right now. I am worn out. But anyways, it's fun to do. The 16X performed great, no problems whatsoever. Very capable trail wheel, but that's not really news to anybody. So that's all I have for you for now. Hope you had a great weekend. Till next time, Duffman out. Hi, babies. CD. Yeah. Hello. Did you feed him supper yet? Did you feed him supper?
No. I will. Hi. What'd you say? What do you mean you were 2 miles down the road?
These are Cindy's homemade donuts. Very fancy.